Good morning. My last video got interrupted. So I'm just going to try to continue on with the cue cards. Okay, that threw me off though. It really did. I was channeling and I got thrown off. You know how someone says guilty pleasure? This is like selfish pleasure. Somebody was super selfish, okay? They got pleasure out of keeping you in your mind in this state of indecision. Very ungrateful, selfish. And then they celebrated, they got pleasure out of you being in this state of indecision when they continued to be ungrateful, like blatantly in your face ungrateful. Somebody was like, this person's crazy. They were selling someone as crazy, and this is what brought them pleasure and happiness when other people would join that bandwagon of thinking somebody was crazy. Like they set somebody up to look crazy and then presented it as if they were crazy and then got pleasure out of other people celebrating the fact that this person was crazy. And it was actually the truth about them. Okay? And that's like this outside looking in, harsh realization type shit. Because this situation will be harmonious, okay? And you will have nothing to say about it. Somebody's like the same indecision that they had other people in by like presenting this person as crazy is the same is coming back around. It's coming back around where now they're not going to know what to do to create harmony. They're not going to know what to do to create harmony. I don't know why I keep saying harmony. Harmony. That could be somebody's name, but they don't know what to do. They really don't know what to do. They tried to have someone in indecision about having harmony, okay, by silencing them. And by silencing them was to paint somebody crazy and to have everybody else paint them crazy too. They brought this brought them pleasure. This is like not guilt. It's guilty pleasure, right? But it's also selfish pleasure. And then also, I was saying on the last reading, I remember that when it was ending out, somebody was like masturbating and then sending that energy to someone, or at least trying to send that energy to someone so that they could watch them masturbate. It was weird. Like these people have cameras in people's bedrooms and shit, and then they'll send them this like energy in order to have them masturbate, and they can watch it or record it or whatever. This pleases them. So it's like, who's really crazy then? You know? Like, that's why it's a really harsh realization that they're being watched. Okay? And all labels are off. So like any sort of like, I was getting like militant tactics before. So if you're in the military, if you are a cop, if you're a lawyer, any sort of label with like status, right? Doctor is a good one, okay? Because a doctor killed me in the hospital. All these labels are off. All labels are off. You're human. I'm human. You're selfish and ungrateful. And you are celebrating somebody else's downfall. Okay? So that goes to all the people who think they have some sort of status because of what they do. Okay? Someone's been like hiding behind a mask of what they do, like of their status for a long time. The difference between the person you're attacking and you is that that person that you're attacking loves themselves. Okay, and that's the things that we need to be striving for. Striving for like status and like these accolades are only going to like when did that become an accomplishment in life above integrity, you know, above another human's rights, right? Somebody was graceful through this. Sagittarius house. Money driven. I'm getting like somebody like took over someone's house and acted as if it was theirs. Like acted really well. Freedom, secret enemies. Graceful. You're graceful. These people tried to instigate any part of your situation. They try to use anything that is everything to be a weapon. Okay? Loyalty. Celebrate. Somebody just has a party house. Somebody has a party house. There's like a group of people who are like enemies behind the scenes and they create rumors in this party house. They like watch certain readers YouTube videos. They watch it on a big screen as they're partying. Somebody's celebrating because they kicked someone out of the house. Okay, a secret enemy who was creating rumors. They kicked this person out of the house. They're no longer a weapon to be used. Okay, somebody's no longer a weapon to be used. I'm hearing guilty by association. Guilty by association. So maybe it's a good time to clean out your friends list. It's probably a good time to clean out your friends list. Guilty by association. Somebody was loyal to a Libra that is unloyal to self. Nasty. Nasty. A Sag is wanting to try to find some sort of freedom. They want you to forgive them. They want you to think that they're unique in a way, unique than the other people that were attacking you in a way. It came in the reverse though. So energetically they want you to think something. Okay? But they will be silenced. Just the way that they had you silenced. Very untrustworthy. Someone's like, okay, I've made up my mind. I made up my decision. I'm going to ask for forgiveness. To have harmony. I wouldn't, honestly. If you are this person who targeted someone and is wanting forgiveness, ask God, okay, this person won't speak to you. Especially like in the way that you want to come and just confront it like it ain't no thing. So it's a big thing and that's why you're wanting to confront it. Somebody's graceful. Somebody's graceful. Okay, somebody wants someone depressed. Somebody wants someone depressed so that they can come in and be the happiness. So they can gracefully come in and be the happiness in someone's life. They want someone depressed. They think that this is necessary for their money-driven plan. You're an instigator. Pay it back. Pay it back. You're not going to be able to gracefully step into this person's life. Like, go fucking love yourself, man. You're not going to be able to make them unhappy, depressed, okay? Your intention is like money-driven. It's necessary that this energy backfires on you And you're more and more and more and more and more depressed because you're watching this person be really grateful. Okay? You're no longer a blockage, lawyer. Yeah, your label's taken off. Your gossip of someone not being blessed, that's discovered as well. Like, shit disturber to another level. Okay, using their status in order to do so. Greed. So there's a greedy lawyer. Lawyer again, in the reverse. Just keep being loyal to self and do what makes you happy, right? You're number one. I'm number one. Ungrateful lawyer. Discovered to be nasty. Cynical, if you will. Taurus. Caught doing eye for an eye. Somebody's gonna like victimize themselves, a lawyer. There's a lawyer who's gonna victimize themselves. When they very much knew what they were a part of. Yeah, the difference between you and this person. Somebody's like, why are they still happy? Why are they still happy? They have no fucking money. They have no this, and this. I've tarnished it all. Well, this doesn't bring happiness. Okay, those are things that you love. Okay, because you lack this. But those aren't things that this person loves. Okay, this person loves what is supposed to be loved in life. Self. All. The best decision of your life, things will get better. Taurus. No longer in competition. It could be a lawyer that's switching up. You failed. Somebody failed. Somebody failed to show themselves compassion. Blessed in the reverse. So what you were saying about someone else is actually what's real about you. Somebody loves their car. Okay, there's proof when it comes to a lawyer here. There's proof when it comes to a lawyer, so a lawyer will be brought in for questioning. And they'll look like an ungrateful person who wants to play God in someone's life. Someone who's trying to attain someone else not to love themselves and have them failures in their life. Okay? It's like someone like underhandedly wanting someone to believe that they can't even compete. But it's true about them by the actions that they took behind the scenes. Like somebody used their status. This is like a fucking power trip. This is a power trip. Someone used their knowledge of legalities for the wrong things, okay? Your license will be taken away. Your license will be taken away. Now there goes that status that you love. You see how that comes back around? There's proof of where your loyalties are. I heard royalties. I don't know what royalties are though. I need to write that up. Pretty soon I will know every word. Okay. This person is loyal to themselves and they're very grateful for everything they have. So when you show gratitude and you show the universe that you are grateful for what you got, the universe will allow more things to be grateful for. Okay? When you're not grateful for what you got, the universe will take things because you need to show some gratitude. That's what I believe. That's what I believe. Okay? And I've been ungrateful before. For many things. Losing everything opened my eyes. Losing everything twice made me never want to go back. Okay? And make necessary cuts. And now it's just me and my higher power and the collective on YouTube. So, it's great. Life is great. And my kids. I love my kids so much. Okay? Somebody was like videotaping someone's kids and selling it on the internet. Videotaping someone's kids and selling them on the internet. Amongst other illegal footage. Amongst other illegal footage. Someone's gonna need like a psych evaluation after all of this. Behavioral analyst. Once they are analyzed, they're gonna need a psych evaluation. Okay, a few psych evaluations. Okay, like there's nothing you won't do. You are a danger to society. Okay, so that'll be your fate. You could only lie so much before they like slap a lying label on you, right? Like, this person is uncredible. Don't believe this person. This person always lies. They'll say one thing, we look back at the footage, it'll be a totally different thing, right? Uncredible. That's the only label you'll have. So it's really important to be honest and not lie, especially under oath. Okay? I've never lied under oath. I have never lied under oath. Because I know energy, okay? And I'm not a terrible person. I'll even fess up to shit that I've done, like, not overly, but if I get busted. And I'm not like that anymore anyways. But like back when I was and I get busted, I just own up to it and like pray for the best. Pray for the best. Okay? Not a terrible person. I'm not a terrible person. I've been through really terrible things, okay? And that's not who I am. And like my higher power knows that. 5 of Swords. Your truth combats someone's lies. It's obvious. You look like a true speaker, they look like a liar. Just the way that they're acting, like behavioral. I don't know why that's so hard to say. Behavioral. I'm having a trouble with words today. A trouble. Oh, shit. Five of Swords. No matter what's happening around me, I'm guided by my inner truth. Okay, and this is seen. This is seen, okay? And then opposed to you, under this pressure of the conflict, okay, you have this guilt. Okay, you have this guilt of getting pleasure for sabotaging someone, for lying on them. Okay, and you held this close to your chest. You lied to people. You lied to people. You kept information to yourself and slandered this person, lied to other people, so that these other people would cause this person conflict. But they're caught. They're caught. Okay? So not only did you involve other people, you involved other people based on lies. In order to attack somebody, in order to have them amped up to want to attack someone. Okay? It's a wrong path. It's a wrong path. This person has already compartmentalized it. They don't have any emotions when it comes to the situation. Like, they're over that. They're over that. They're not. And because this person's over this heartache, you have no way in. Okay? I heard royalties again. But now you're depressed. That same depression that you want someone else to be in by sending third parties. Now you're depressed, unstable, out of fucking control. You were never in control. You were never in control. Don't ever think you're ever in control, because you're not. Page of Wands in reverse. Damn. Someone got seduced into something evil. Someone got seduced into something evil. Like fucking evil. Somebody else didn't care that it was a lie. Say somebody else knew it was a lie and didn't give a fuck. They just wanted to attack this person anyways because they didn't like them. Okay, that'll also be seen. Okay? That you knew. You just didn't care about that human's life. You care about yours though, right? You care about this person that seduced you. Corruption, to hold on to someone's money, have their ships come in. Okay? But their spiritual gifts showed them what you were doing. Somebody wants to offer child support in order to get close to steal. Like, if you have like a deadbeat right now, like that doesn't do anything, this person could be wanting some sort of like justice, but they don't know what to do because they've caused you so much injustice in life. Okay? I'm just going to give mine for an example. Okay? I went through domestic violence. I'm a survivor of domestic violence. My baby daddy is fucking abusive, okay? Super abusive. The most abusive man I have encountered this lifetime. Anyways, I had to get an emergency protection order on him. He beat the shit out of me for like 4 years straight, man. 4 years straight. I was so, and I loved him, okay? This is how warped my mind was after being with that person. I still loved him a lot. Really unhealthy. Really, really, really unhealthy. Okay? So if this person were to ever come back, I'll charge him. Okay? Because I told him that if he ever reached out to me again, if he were to ever reach out to me again, I would charge him. Okay? Not only that emergency protection order, I would go ahead and finally charge him. And I got a really, really, really great memory. Okay? So in that instance, if someone would come in and be like, hey, I want to be able to, you know, blah, 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 see the kid and maybe do child support, I would charge him, okay? I wouldn't answer and I would go ahead and fucking charge him. Somebody wants to come in and pay more than enough child support to get out of the bullshit that they caused around you and your name. Get a life, okay? Get a new life. Somebody could be wanting to like flee the country. Like go the distance. There's also trafficking here. If you were a part of trafficking, that's also being looked into. Okay? If you are a part of trafficking in this area, that's also being looked into. Okay, there's like a unit. That has nothing to do with the police, because the police around here are corrupt. The police in Saskatchewan, like a lot of police in Saskatchewan, are corrupt as well. Corrupt. Okay? So say someone were to call a police officer, or they'll wait until a certain police officer is on shift, okay? Because they know that that police officer will let them get away with it. And then they'll fuck around with court dates and prelims and anything like that, so that a certain judge would get it, right? So a certain judge would give a certain plea deal, okay? Don't accept these fucking plea deals, people. There is a corrupt lawyer and a corrupt judge that tried to get me a plea deal for something I didn't even fucking do. And that's the exact moment that I stopped working with that lawyer. My parents actually bought that lawyer. So it just made too much sense. Made too much sense for me to want to go along with it. Discovered. Trying to paint an illusion. So somebody's trying to lie to cover up their lies. Okay, and then this is where that uncredible label will come into play. Okay? Because you chose to silence someone and keep them in the dark, that's exactly what's going to happen to you. Okay? Somebody's angry that you are no longer in conflict. Okay? The anger that they're putting out is the same anger that is coming back, or the same anger that they have to sit with. Yeah, it never pays to be an angry individual. I'm getting like an aggressive driver too. Somebody tried to someone tried to be an aggressor in traffic. They wanted to piss somebody off so that they would potentially get in an accident or whatever comes with that, but it never pays to be an aggressive driver, right? So whatever came with that, do with that what you will. Do with that anger what you will. What the fuck? Someone's behind the scenes creating rumors. Like watches someone in order to, like say they'll watch someone and what they're up to, get a gist of what they're doing, and then create a rumor that like would kind of tie into that. It seems believable. Like the extent that these people go to lie is gonna be watched. It's gonna be watched, or it has been watched, and it's fucking ridiculous. Yeah. And that's the act of God. That's the act of God. Okay? Like, if you have these aggressors in your life, people attacking you, hand it over to God. Don't even get mad, man. You know what you do? You get in that peaceful space and you act like it's not even happening around you. You act like you already had your justice. Like you're peaceful. Like you already have everything that was owed to you. And you stay in that state. And you act like it's not even happening. You give it to God to fight. And that will manifest it in like fucking do. Okay? Domino effect. Okay? To stay in that state. That's why meditating and like that Zen, man, that Zen, get in that Zen as if it's already been all balanced out. It's already been all balanced out. Right? Take a deep breath. Like I was just on a beach just then. I was just on a beach. I was just on a beach. Okay? Somebody might need to do like a meditation where, okay, you could like, in my mind's eye, I'm seeing like a cutout. So you could print off a picture of anything, any sort of item that you like. Say it's a palm tree. Say I print out a palm tree, okay? I'm going to do the base of it red, and I'm going to color the base of it red. And as I'm coloring the base of it red, I'm gonna imagine that like my root is being lit up by bright, bright, bright red light, okay? And then I'm gonna move on, okay, to orange. And I'm gonna move on to yellow. And then I'm gonna move on to green, okay? And then I'm gonna move on to blue. And I'm gonna move on to yellow, purple, yellow. I don't know the order of it, okay? But the colors of the chakras, okay? The colors of the chakras, and really meditate. But if you don't know how to meditate, get a printout of anything and just do that. And then as you're coloring the red, imagine your root being lit up by red, okay, all the way to the tippy top, all the way to the tippy top, the crown, okay? Somebody needs to do that just to clear those chakras out. The very first time I did that, I didn't know I was, okay? And I had a download that was kind of like a repressed memory. It was a repressed memory download of me in Bible camp, okay? I was in Bible camp, and I got really, really homesick. So homesick, I felt physically sick, like my stomach hurt, everything. And it was just a full-blown panic attack, really, from being homesick. And the camp leader, whatever the fuck she was, I feel bad for swearing and talking about camp in the same sentence. Well, whatever. The camp leader, she recognized this, and she got me to close my eyes and focus on my breathing. And then she did, like, talk really, really softly like this, okay? She's an earth angel, you could just tell. And then she was like, she was pouring into me, right? She was like telling me to relax, getting me to focus on my breathing. And then she told me to picture myself on this beach. So I did. And then she told me that there was a big toucan on this beach, okay? And the toucan's beak were these colors. And she did all the colors of the chakras, okay? I don't know if she knew she was doing it, but she was giving me an energy clearing, okay? And then I felt really peaceful. I felt really, really peaceful. And she was talking about the colors of this toucan's beak, and she started with red, orange, and then went along with all the chakra colors, okay? And I didn't know that she was giving me like an energy clearing sort of treatment, meditation, chakra clearing, until way later. I don't even know if she knew that she was doing it. Somebody needs to do it, okay? It's really amazing. And then I felt really, really calm around that person. And then that was my person while I was at camp, right? That was my person while I was at camp. My camp leader, whatever her name was. I don't remember. I'm going to do a don't sweat the small stuff. This is like supposed to be a continuation of the first reading, kind of, I guess. But one of my baby daddies interrupted my video. One of them. That sounds so terrible, but whatever. I don't give a fuck. I was with both of them for a really long time, so go judge someone else. No judgments over here, okay? We don't judge over here. We've all been through shit. Okay? Maybe go cut yourself some slack, because everybody loves themselves over here. Stop blaming others. Become an early riser. Okay. And some people, like, you just need to go to sleep, man. Never mind early rising. Go to bed. That's funny. I have seen this simple practical strategy help many people discover a more peaceful, even more meaningful life. So many people wake up, rush to get ready, grab a cup of coffee, and charge out the door for work. Bear with me, I'm a little bit tongue-tied today. After working all day, they return home tired. The same is usually true for men and women who stay home with their children. They get up just in time to start doing things for the kids. There's virtually no time for anything else. Whether you work, raise a family, or both, for the most part, you're too tired to enjoy any time left for you. As a solution to the tiredness, the assumption is often made, I better get as much sleep as I can. So your free time is spent sleeping. For many people, this creates a deep longing in the heart. Surely there must be more to life than work, children, and sleep. Another way of looking at your fatigue is to consider that a lack of fulfillment and a sense of being overwhelmed both contribute to your tiredness. And contrary to popular logic, a little less sleep and a little more time for you might just be what you need to combat your sense of fatigue. An hour or two that is reserved for just you before your day even begins is an incredible way to improve your life. I usually get up between 3 and 4 in the morning. After a quiet cup of coffee, I usually spend some time doing yoga and just a few minutes of meditation. After that, I'll usually go upstairs and write for a while, but I also have time to read a chapter or two in whatever book I'm enjoying. Sometimes I'll just sit for a few minutes and do nothing. Virtually every day, I stop whatever I'm doing to enjoy the sunrise as it comes up over the mountain. The phone never rings. No one is ever asking me to do anything for them. And there's nothing I absolutely have to do. It's by far the most quiet time of the day. By the time my wife and children wake up, I feel as though I've had a full day of enjoyment. No matter how busy I am that day or whatever demands there are on my time, I know I've had my time. I never feel ripped off, as so many people unfortunately do, as if my life isn't my own. I believe that this makes me more available for my wife and children, as well as my clients at work and other people who depend on me. Many people have told me that this one shift in their routine was the single most important change they've ever made in their lives. For the first time ever, they're able to participate in those quiet activities they never found the time to do. All of a sudden, the books are getting read, the meditation gets done, the sunrise is appreciated, the fulfillment you experience more than makes up for any sleep that you miss out on. If you must turn off the television at night and get to sleep an hour or two earlier. Angel number 202, angel number 81. When trying to be helpful, focus on little things. Mother Teresa once said, we cannot do great things on this earth. We can only do little things with great love. Sometimes our grandiose plans to do great things at some later time interfere with our chances to do little things right now. A friend once told me, I want my life to be about service, but I can't do anything yet. Someday, when I'm really successful, I'll do lots of things for others. Meanwhile, there are hungry people in the streets, elderly people who could use some company, mothers who need help with their children, people who can't read, neighbors whose homes need paint, streets with litter, people who need to be listened to, and thousands of other little things that need to be done. Yeah, so what I know what my purpose is, right? I'm unable to do that right now. I just can't do it right now. So in turn, I was doing this out of my vehicle with the broadcast that was already going on about me, okay, in these certain communities. So that's what I went for, okay? I improvised in what I could do for others. That's what it was meant for, okay? Until people were just taking my work and claiming it as theirs. Then it wasn't working for me anymore, right? But there was years of me doing that, just trying to like get to people, right? And then I'd fuck up and I'd fail, and like I have my own problems too, right? But I think that was all what it was. I think that was a part of it, okay? Because there's other people suffering with the same problems that I have, and people are supposed to not label them the way that they're labeling them and attacking them the way that they're attacking them, right? We're all human. We're all human. Like, who do you think you are? Okay? And when that person is doing really great, you're going to be remembered as the person that went against them like that. All of y'all. All of you. So, it just taught a lot of lessons in itself, even my failures, not only for me, but for others, okay? Not only people judging, but for the people who suffer from the same things. So it was all like a grander plan, right? And that's how I know that nobody's in control other than their own actions, their own thoughts, which create their own emotions, their own reactions, and that's it. Yeah, it's in God's hands. So just try to like stay in that state of relaxation and allow God to handle it, because you never want to interfere with that. If I were to take anything into my own hands, I'm really glad I never, ever retaliated. Okay? I don't know how many times I just had to sit with myself and say, I will not retaliate, even though something was going on right in my face. Okay? I will not retaliate. It's good, because if you interfere, you're getting in the way of your own destiny, for one, and you're getting in the way of karma, and you could potentially inherit some of that person's karma. So it just depends on the situation. So me not retaliating will allow the universe to go full blown full force, man. I never got in the way at all. I got in the way of my own greatness before, okay, but that's no longer happening either. Where did I end here? So like the universe will handle it in a way better than you could ever do, right? Like way better. And then it'll be considered a coincidence. It's it's wild, man. It's wild. Okay, I'm just gonna keep reading now. Like, you think that you want to do this and this and this and this, and this is how that person pays. But understand what the universe has in store for them is way more wild, wicked. It just is. It just is. Okay? And it's everything that they hold near and dear to their heart, because the universe knows everything about them. Okay? God knows everything about them. So that's why we hand it over. That's why we hand it over. Okay? It's like down to the intent, all the little things that they want to do is all the little things that's going to affect them equally and appropriately. Okay? So just hand it over. That's what you do. You hand it over. Okay? And not even be mad about it. Grace. You have grace. Mother Teresa was right. We can't change the world, but we can make the world a brighter place. All we really have to do is focus on those little acts of kindness, things we can do right now. My favorite ways to be of service are to develop my own helping rituals and to practice random acts of kindness. Almost always little things that give me enormous satisfaction and peace of mind. Often the most appreciated acts of kindness aren't the $1 million grants or giant corporations, but the 1 hour of volunteer work in a home for the elderly or a $5 gift from someone who can't afford anything at all. When we focus on how little differences our acts of kindness really make in the grand scheme of things, surely we'll end up frustrated and we'll probably use our hopelessness as an excuse to do nothing. If, however, we take great care in doing something, anything, we'll feel the joy of giving and will help to make the world just a little bit brighter. Have a good day, people. I'll see you later.